Happy Tuesday, everybody. So, we are beginning a new month tomorrow. Hence, we are going to start with our new month analysis. So, therefore, say goodbye to this analysis that has made us a lot of money. And make sure to screenshot this if you guys want to reference in the future my key level zones. But, without further ado, let's delete everything and begin from scratch. Simply because the monthly candle is about to open tomorrow. Ta-da! Okay, so this is a perspective of the monthly, and we have to understand where can potentially today go. That's the hard part, guys. Imagine H4 is closing in an hour, and of course there will be volatility, right? So if monthly is closing in a day, there will be confirmed volatility. So what I am going to be assessing over here is firstly looking at the particular wick of this dude. Okay, this wick is somewhat what we call a wick that causes a hollow zone, and having this wick being very near to where we are right now, what does this mean? Okay, so this is a critical monthly price level whereby the monthly candle will eventually contest again. Either will it be from this particular candle, meaning today Zeus, it just spikes up to go here, maybe drops back down, or then tomorrow's monthly candle opens and then it will find something over here. So something over here is very critical for the upcoming monthly candle, and there must be a wick over here. Unless in another 2 hours, gold just drops 500 pips, meaning the upcoming H4 opening. If it doesn't, 90% of the time, it has to come here first, regardless rain or shine, okay? So knowing that fact, let's go to daily, because from this monthly we can't say much. It's by analyzing the candlestick, it's halfway. It has dropped before and has spiked back halfway, and tomorrow is the opening. So today it can fly, it can just becomes red again. You can't do shit. But let's go to weekly. Okay, so this is fun to watch. This is what we call a hidden engulfing. This is a weekly engulfing cell over here, okay? And why this can be considered as a hidden engulfing is simply because previously this engulfing cell was not respected. When this engulfing cell was made, when the buy happened, it just flew all the way up. And then when the sell happened, it just flew all the way down and broke it. So this guy is yet to do its movement or yet to react. So we can see a potential engulfing cell meets engulfing cell weekly in here and zoom cow to the bottom of the earth. But before the drop happens, there must be a poke in here. Okay, this is why I'm banking for the buy. There must be. Because for it to drop just like that, yes, it's a sell now. I want to sell as well. But I need to know before the real sell happens, where must it go? So I am forecasting somewhere in 1869, 1876. This is the weekly level for the sell. What about the weekly level for the buy? Why is it important? Because like I said before, this setup that caused the drop is a weekly engulfing cell meets weekly engulfing cell. Zras all the way down, correct? So therefore, this is a weekly sell setup. In order for a weekly sell setup to be cancelled, you need to meet up with the engulfing buy setup from weekly. Weekly meets weekly, daily meets daily, and it goes on that way. So where is the thing? Firstly, I would mark this guy over here, engulfing cell, breaks, meets engulfing buy, and then maybe somewhere in here in the future. So this is the most premium zone, but like I said, this is pretty far away, so there must be a new sentiment in order for it to drop drastically like this. If there's no news, it's just gonna float up there. Okay, what about where we are now? Where we are now is this engulfing buy, correct? And this engulfing buy, we have to measure the strength. How strong was it? So this engulfing buy broke this engulfing sell. It broke one resistance. And then it did a continuation to break another resistance. So that's why you can see the price below here was an ultra premium price, and we got this buy before this. Okay? So we have gotten this buy. And this is on a weekly. So given that the weekly buy is done for, what else can there be next? So I want you to look at this. This is an engulfing sell, okay? This engulfing sell was just broken all the way. So there must be a future retest at the lower part of this engulfing sell. Ends up where? 1818.18. So we have gotten this as well, 1818.18, my favorite price. Around there, fuck it. Okay? So all the blue, light blue, is the weekly zone. So do you see, even from the bigger time frame, is there anything yet in here? Nothing yet. So I have to go down to daily now. In daily, this guy is very interesting. This daily engulfing buy broke this engulfing sell. It also broke this engulfing sell. After that, it continued on a continuation buy and breaking this engulfing sell. So this dude, this mofo over here, so now I'm going to use a different box color for daily. Properties, let me put it as deep green for daily. This area, but I'll just take the lower part of it. Oops. The lower part of it. This can be retested maybe. Okay, now I'm going to put a different color for the horizontal line. Stay with me, guys. You have to be able to draw this by yourself all the time. It's just logic reasoning. It's nothing too technical. It's just the eye of the observation. 1826. This is for daily. Meaning when it comes back here later, we can start to buy over here. What else do we have here? Okay. So knowing that this is also an engulfing sell for daily, correct? It has already been broken and it touched this dude over here and then it dropped. But like I said, I want 1867, 1872. So from where it was, it has yet to test it yet. But this engulfing sell was just broken. So this can indicate that gold is still in an uptrend. But from where? If you are looking for an entry that is low risk, we take the lower part of this engulfing sell because there's no poking yet over here except for this dude. But the poking of this dude was before it broke this engulfing sell. So the confirmation for the continuation buy was only after this engulfing sell was broken. So hence, looking on the right side, there's a lot of potential that it can poke here and fly again if it ever wants to come back down. So the daily buy zones are here. Of course, we take the lowest part only for sharper entries, but if you're talking about the zone, this is the refined zone for daily. So this is what we know of the weekly sell. And then now we have this dude over here, the daily engulfing sell. Okay? Why was this engulfing sell somewhat important? because firstly, the engulfing sell happened at the weekly key level. At the same time, on the historical price, this was an engulfing buy and it was broken by this engulfing sell. So I'm not going to go too far out. I'm just going to focus on here. So this is a crossover between a weekly engulfing sell zone and a daily engulfing sell zone. To be exact, this weekly is more of a weekly critical level, to be fair. So within this green and blue box, as we can see, the blue box is the premium price because the daily zone was a bigger zone. The weekly zone is a refined zone, and having the weekly in the daily zone as a whole can potentially give us a better option to sell over here. So that's why, regardless rain or shine, I want to sell in here. I want to buy in here, 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 and no more up here. The 1847 is done. The one I gave the buy limit, it poked and it shoots. Anything else in the future now over here, it's all high risk. Better to wait for the green box below, 1838.07, stuff like that. It's up to you how you want to trade. Okay, this was zero float. 70 pips now running. So having all this is where is our playground. If it doesn't come in all these zones, then it's going to be playing in this sideways zone. So like you guys know, I fucking hate sideways. So I don't trade in sideways. Because my movements are 3, 4, 500 pips. I don't do the 10, 20, 30 pips bullshit, okay? But for scalping purposes, it's fine. It's just more towards the trading style. I have grown past beyond that. But you guys should not. You are still in the early phases. Learn how to get the 20, 30, 15, 40 pips. My ruling to you these days is we can already get a zero float entry. Just don't lose your money. Make sense? So this is where we want to be looking at for the upcoming few days and nothing else. So please learn and yeah, let's see the outcome of the movement of this. So to recap that, I will do this as a sell, buy, 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 buy. Done. Okay, adios bichachos.